have liked as far as improvement, and what are some things you're still looking to improve on?
Well, I mean, we're getting consistently better with our ball movement and spacing on the floor. I thought there for 4 or 5 games, we stopped setting what we called angle screens at the elbows, and those screens were happening 3 or 4 feet out where teams can really just go under and not really have to worry about it. So I thought last night we really made a progression in the second half of really putting an emphasis on that. So I also thought for the first time last night we had a lot of space to drive. So I thought that was good. So again, and I know this is all coach cliche, but we just want to keep rolling and getting better and figuring out who we are, so that hopefully we can have another battle with Busco or Central Noble in that sectional.
I thought last night it looked like it took you a little bit to relax out there and get going. Yeah. You made that late run in the third quarter, and that kind of opened things up.
And I'll give all the credit in the world to Fairfield. Their style of play, you kind of got to make a decision. Are you going to play that? Are you going to play that slow, or are you going to kind of get out there and start getting in the passing lanes a little bit? So we made a concerted effort to make sure that we moved out a little more, but just to be cautious about it and not get beat backdoor, because sometimes it's not the backdoor guy that hurts you, it's the guy that comes over and helps the backdoor guy and then the shot. So we definitely had some miscues defensively, but those are all things that the kids will be able to shore up, and I'm just excited for them to get back out there tonight and move the ball and help each other out.
Yeah, this is a fun time of year. You get to play a bunch of games. You've had a lot of weeks where you've had the whole week to practice, which is good for coaches sometimes, but the players, what does Garrett bring tonight that they look a little like they have a little more pep this year as far as offensively? What do they bring that we need to stop?
I talked to Coach Leverance before the game, and he said this is his funnest year, and he's been in a rebuilding process since he got it, and I know he's had some teams that he maybe they struggled internally or whatever, but he told me as the first thing he said was, I enjoy coaching this group, and that I don't have to coach work ethic or anything like that. We get to focus on X's and O's. So I think they're going to bring a more unified group than they've ever been, and they've got some kids that can that each know their role really well, and a couple shooters here and there, and then they got a stinking grizzly bear underneath who's huge, and so we'll have to, we just have to do our jobs and make sure everybody understands that, and I do think that they're going to absolutely compete, and right now I told the team last night in the locker room that conference championship, if we take care of our job, we won't find out the conference championship until the last game, because I don't think Central Noble loses again. So I just think, we don't want to share this thing. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of business, but it's not like we have a 3-game lead, a 2-game lead. I mean, we have a 1-game lead, and we got to protect that. So excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good luck, Coach.
Okay.
And we'll be back at Westview in 30 seconds.
Thank you.
That was Mary Beth Ostetler of Westview, student, with our national anthem tonight. Before tonight's game, Westview and Garrett going at it on the hardwood. Westview coming off a win last night against Fairfield, 55-30. Last action for the Garrett Railroaders was in the NECC tournament. They were defeated by, Eastside. Defeated Garrett 45-31. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Tyler Gator will be at one guard for the Garrett Railroaders. Also on the starting lineup, number 10. I don't have a number 10 on my roster here. We'll try to figure that out. Number 12 is Luke Kaufman, a freshman, 5'9". Number 22 is Blake Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe is 5'11" and a senior. And number 55 is Jackson Gould. He's the big guy, 6'4" junior. And he's the one with the curly hair and the headband.
I think 10 is Jason Bailey, 6'2" junior.
Okay. So I had him down for number 3. Ben Burkett will start a guard for the Warriors, number 11. Number 13, Mason Yoder. Coming off a 19-point performance last night. Lyndon Miller, number 23. And twin brother Luke Miller, number 31. For the Warriors. And Brady Yoder rounds out the Westview lineup, 5'9" sophomore.
Well, a quick scouting report on Garrett. Jason Bailey, a 6'2" junior, probably their best player overall. He's averaging 8.5 points a game. Their leading scorer is Kyle Smith, number 30. He's averaging 12 points a game, shooting 21% from 3. And Blake Ratcliffe is at 3.5 points a game. And then Tyler Gator, number 4, is also at 8.6, as along with Jason Bailey. So there's a quick rundown. One guy averaging 12, and the rest are averaging below that.
As a team, they average 52 points per game offensively, and they give up almost 61 points.
Yeah, and they have 2 wins this year. Hamilton, which hasn't won a game yet, and granted that was by 80 points, if you can believe that, 87-7. And their other win was, there's Brady hits a 2 off the offensive rebound. Their other win was Fairfield, who we just saw last night. They won 70-61. So scoring 70 on Fairfield is saying something. So they may have some offensive firepower out there. They're not shooting great from 3 or from the free throw line, but they look like they're aggressive and with a little more skill than they did the last couple of years.
Gator with the field goal. He's a 36% field goal shooter. Hit that one to tie it up at 2.
Garrett likes to switch defenses. They're going to start in a man, but the big guy's just kind of patrolling the lane down there. Jason Gould.
That's a big stinky bear, right?
That's the grizzly bear he was talking about.
According to coach.
But it looks like already there's openings for passes that weren't there so early last night anyhow.
Couple of shots off the baseline from short range for the Warriors are early going, and they have a 4-2 lead. Garrett with the basketball. Bailey, their leading scorer, as Jamie said, drives. He'll scoop it up and score. Nice drive to the basket.
He's a long, lanky player, and he found a seam right there.
6'2" junior. Luke Miller out to Brady. Get it over to Mason. Now Ben Burkett. We'll go off to Linden now on the baseline to Luke. He feeds Linden inside, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Garrett for a reach in. I didn't see who that was called on. I believe it was Bailey.
Number 10, yes, you're right.
Mason with the ball. We'll give it to Luke. Now Brady with a 3 off the back of the iron, no good, and it's pulled down by Jason Bailey for Garrett. He'll get it to Gator. Gater, not like alligator. Bailey dishes it off right side. Losing the handle on the basketball was Kaufman. He'll get it to the big guy Gould, and they'll reset their offense. Kaufman out front.
The name like Gator, you have to be tough.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Even if it's not spelled the same. It
That's
sounds
right.
the same.
Good feed to Mason. Can't finish on the left-hand layup. Looked like it was deflected a little bit. Ball knocked out of bounds. Knocked out by Luke. It's going to be Garrett basketball. They'll inbound right in front of Ryan Yoder, the girls basketball coach, varsity coach here at Westview. He's running the scoreboard tonight. Kaufman with the basketball for Garrett. He gets it to Gator, and we have a whistle and offensive foul.
Moving screen on Ratcliffe at the top there, and that's what got their shooter open, and fortunately they called the foul because he made the shot.
All tied at 4:47 to go first quarter. Westview seeking their 10th win of the season tonight. Good drive by Mason. He just blew by Bailey.
Yeah, Brady drove through the lane cut through the lane that time after the pass as part of the play, and that took the attention of most of the defense.
Bailey with the basketball now for Garrett. He'll get it to Gator out front. Go right side to Kaufman. Out of Ratliff and back to Gator. Gator will take the jumper from the elbow left side. Misses a shot. Offensive rebound by Kaufman. And good job of deflecting the ball out of bounds by Brady there to knock that ball away from getting it inside for Garrett. And another offensive foul on the big guy, this time Gould.
Garrett does have a few, it looks like they go about 7 deep. They will play a few subs. Luke Kaufman, a 5'9" freshman, number 12, may come in the game. Might be in there already.
Yeah, he's already in.
And
they had him starting tonight.
Okay, well, I'm way behind then.
Okay. They had 30 coming in. Kyle Smith, he's getting ready to come in.
Trevor Armstrong, has he been in? I better ask before I say anything.
No, I haven't seen 14 out there
He
yet.
is their only, there's two seniors in their top 7, and he's one of them. He's a senior, and so is Blake Ratcliffe, number 22. So they have 2 seniors, a couple of juniors, and a couple of sophomores and a freshman within their top 7.
So they've got some youngsters on the team.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Their JV looked pretty good down there too tonight. Westview did pull out the victory, but it was fairly well contested.
52-40 was the final score in that JV contest. Westview the winner. Brady with a runner, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, nice soft little floater there.
4th point of the night for Brady. With the ball is Smith. I'll swing it over to Gator. Gator tries to drive on Brady, gets it into the paint, has nowhere to go with it, so he goes outside to Smith. Smith to Armstrong. Armstrong to Gator. He'll take the 3 and hit.
Gator is shooting, he's their top 3-point shooter this year, percentage-wise. Before tonight was 11 for 31.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It's saved in bounds by Luke Miller. Burkett back to Luke. Now to Linden inside. They call him for traveling. That used to be an automatic call back in the day, but anymore you don't see that called as much. When they fake and then drive.
I didn't see his feet that time.
I didn't either.
I thought he might have kept one down, but it looked like a travel, so it was called.
In the corner with it's Kaufman. They'll get it out front. Smith with a shot. It's off the front of the rim, and the rebound, Lyndon Miller. Quickly up court to Mason. He'll drive, put it up off the glass, and it's an offensive foul on Mason as he ran over to Lucas Swiger for Garrett. So Westview by 1, 8-7 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
I think we're a little bit in too much of a hurry to shoot right now. We know there's openings, but in the possessions we've had where we've reversed the ball and gone inside out, we've got wide open layups. So we need to be a little more patient.
Gator with the basketball, takes it to the free throw line and gives off outside to Smith. Smith goes right side to Kaufman. Back to Gator. Tries to drive on Brady. Good defense. Swiger with it. He gets it back to Smith. Smith goes right side to Gator. Inside 2 minutes to go first quarter. Shot from 3 is an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garrett. It'll be Westview ball.
We're going under that screen, and they're getting some threes off because of that. I think that might be something we want to change or focus on getting above that screen so they're not getting free looks from out there.
It's like we're setting up to run a play here. Lyndon Miller with it out front. He gets Luke on the back door, and Luke puts it in.
Yeah, that's a nice little play right there.
10-7, Westview's opened up a 3-point lead now with 1:25 to go, first quarter. Ball knocked away, another whistle, and we have a foul's going to be called on Westview.
One thing I was looking at tonight is sometimes after a game the night before, your intensity, it's just a little bit tough to come out, with the same fire. We look just a little bit flat out there.
I agree. Couldn't put my finger on it, but I think you're right. That flatness kind of sounds right. Shots up, no good, and a foul underneath.
We're just giving up some shots we don't normally give up. We're making some decisions on the offensive end that we don't normally make. So he'll probably work it out here in the next few minutes.
5'11" sophomore Kyle Smith at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. Swishes at first. He could get his team back within 1 of the Warriors. Caleb Corey in for the first time tonight as Lyndon Miller will take a respite.
Yeah, Garrett's last game was January 14th against the East Side, so 9 days ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They're fired up and ready to roll. They're probably tired of practice.
I would think so. Smith's second shot goes in as well, so we're back to a 1-point ball game, 10-9 Westview.
Especially this time of year, a lot of practice gets pretty monotonous. Garrett now in a 2-3 zone, so we need to adjust to that. And
well, you had mentioned, I believe, at the top of the broadcast that they like to switch defenses. Caleb inside. We have a foul before the shot. And that's going to go against Trevor Armstrong, his first. Team's 5th. Burkett inbounds to Corey, and then he tries to get it back to Burkett. Goes out of bounds as it was almost intercepted there by Kyle Smith, but he had his foot on the out of bounds line, so it'll be back to Westview. Burkett looking to inbound. Bounce pass inside to Caleb. Hook shots up, good.
Yeah,
like that move.
Important move. The possession before that, the inbounds, he had strong position, but he was triple teamed immediately and wisely kicked it out.
Trying to think, is he left-handed or is he? He's
no, he's right-handed.
That's what I thought. That was a nice left-handed shot. Shots up, no good, but another offensive foul.
So we've had 2 moving screens and a player control foul in the first quarter. Probably go for one shot here.
28.6 left in the first quarter. Westview by 3, 12-9. Burkett across the timeline. Bounce pass inside to Caleb at the elbow. Left side. Now to Burkett out front. 10 seconds to go. Burkett, good feed from Caleb to Luke Miller, and he puts it in. 14-9, last second shot almost goes in. But it doesn't. Hits the glass, bounces off the front of the rim, and we've played 8 minutes of basketball here at Westview in this conference matchup between Garrett and Westview, and so far it's Westview 14-9 over Garrett. We'll be back with a second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Didn't have time to give our sponsors a thank you before we went on the air tonight, so I'd like to thank Weaver Furniture Sales, Of course, they now have 2 locations in Shipshewana, their original location off of US 20 on County Road 75 North. They are our platinum sponsor this year. With the ball to begin the second quarter is Garrett, feed underneath to Bailey from Gator, and Bailey puts it in.
Nice little play run by Garrett out of that timeout, and we just totally lost control of, or lost contain.
Caleb Corey to Brady out front for a 3. It's off the mark, and the rebound's yanked down by Lucas Swagger, a 6-foot junior. They'll swing it around to Gator. Gator out front to Kaufman. 14-11 Westview. Gator left side, takes it to the free throw line and goes right side to Kaufman, and we have a traveling violation on Garrett. Now our silver sponsors this year are Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Topeka Pharmacy and Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works. All of those businesses are in Topeka. Underneath, Luke's having trouble, and he's finally fouled. It looked like he was fouled earlier. But he'll be going to the charity stripe with a pair of free throws coming his way.
That might be his second. They call him 55? Yes, that is his second.
Our bronze sponsors this year is Luke hits his first free throw. He'll get one more. Bronze sponsors are Mast Excavating. Also, let's see, Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury. Second shot goes for Luke as well. So he has 8. 16-11 now, Westview. Gator feeds Kaufman. Kaufman takes it into the paint. He'll put up a shot from there. No good. Caleb Corey rips it off the glass for Westview. With the ball, Lyndon Miller.
Garrett back in there man-to-man. The way they're extending their defense, if we screen and cut right, we should get a wide open shot.
Wow, that looked like it was deflected off of Garrett, but they're going to give it to Garrett on that attempted pass from Lyndon to Luke. We were shielded, I will say that, with fans in front of us, but yeah, I don't see how they made that call. Kaufman with it. He goes in the corner to Gator. Gator with Lyndon Miller on him. Looking for help, and it's stripped away by Mason. Mason all the way down, scoops it up, and got it to go, and the basket will count, and he's fouled. Another good athletic move by Mason Yoder.
Yeah, that's a big play right there. We're kind of scuffling a little bit, and he just hustled and took it away from the defender and went all the way. Left-hand finish even.
That's right. That's not his strong side, so yeah, good play all the way around for Mason. First foul of the evening on Lucas Swagger. And Mason completes the old-fashioned three-point play as he converts the free throw. He has 5 points. Timeout on the court. It'll be a 30-second timeout. 19-11 Westview, 5:56 to go. Second quarter back in 30 seconds.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back at Westview. Got a little time here. We'll finish up our thanks of sponsors, Dutch Blessing Floral and Mold Mob in Shipshewana, and Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. We want to thank them all for making these streamcasts possible for all you Westview fans that aren't able to attend in person this year. Well, stolen away. Good job by Caleb grabbing that ball on the interception. Inside pass to Luke. Can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Garrett. It'll be Westview basketball.
Yeah, Caleb saw that back door coming. They tried it once out of a timeout, and this time they tried it on the other side of the floor. The on-ball defender got beat, but the help side was there.
Ben Burkett will be the trigger man for Westview as he attempts to get it in bounds. He does to Lyndon Miller. Back to Mason, now to Luke, and they'll hand off to Burkett, and we'll set the offense. 5.5 minutes to go, first half. Burkett looking in at that 2-3 zone defense by Garrett.
Yeah, we're a little scuffling right now again.
And a bump inside. A foul's going to be called on 33. That's Lucas Swagger. That'll be his second.
When you're playing against a zone and all else fails, throw it in the middle. That'll at least collapse the zone and give you a chance to kick it out. And that time they threw it into Caleb, and he made a play.
Westview in the bonus. Caleb shooting 1 and 1. And it's up and rolls off the front of the rim, but the offensive rebound's pulled down by Lyndon Miller. Caleb to Luke, puts it in, can't get it to go. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Garrett. It'll stay in the hands of Westview. Once again, Burkett will inbound for Westview. 5:13 to go first half. Burkett lobs it way outside to Lyndon. Lyndon down low to Mason. He'll turn around, put it up, no good. Tapped away. Saved inbounds by Lyndon to Caleb. Now loose on the floor, goes into the backcourt. It's going to be chased down by Burkett, and they're going to call over and back. So apparently one of our players had touched it last.
Yeah, I think when we dove right there to try to, I think that we touched it last.
Yep. So a good call.
Well, we had a lot of good shots at the basket that time, but
yeah,
man, you
just
got to
couldn't
make
get
your
them to go.
layups. Got to make your layups.
Yeah, we missed a couple there. 4:46 to go, first half. 19-11 Westview. Inbounding will be Bailey. He bounce passes it in to 33 Swagger. Back to Bailey. Now out front it'll come to Smith. Smith drives on Brady, and we have an offensive foul again against Garrett.
Well, Brady's done a really nice job tonight of moving his feet and staying in front. The initial drive, the initial dribble, sometimes the offensive guy have a slight advantage, but Brady uses the angles really well to recover. And we know what he does with offensive fouls.
Yeah, just about every game we see one or two of those. Good drive to the basket again by Mason. I don't think they were aware of his quickness, that first step. He can flash by in a hurry. Driving is 4, and that's Gator. Knocked away, and he's fouled. Not sure whether they're going to give him the shooting foul here. I guess so. Foul was called on Lyndon Miller. That's his first, or his second, rather. Gator at the free throw line hits the free throw. He now has a 3 and a 2 and a 1. He'll get one more free toss. And he hits them both. 21-13 Westview. Burkett down on the baseline on the pass to Lyndon, and he blows past his defenseman there and put it right in off the glass.
Yeah, he took his time a little bit more on that layup.
Long three is short, right into the hands of Ben Burkett on the rebound. He'll get it up court to Luke Miller. Luke feeds Burkett inside. He'll take the jumper off the baseline, kind of twisted. Goes out of bounds, tapped out by Garrett. It'll be Westview ball. I think he got up in the air and he didn't have much of a choice.
He thought he would have somebody to pass to. Nobody was open, so he just shot it. It was closer than some of our layups have been.
Well, that's true. Burkett lobs it out front to Luke. Now back to Burkett. His shot for the baseline. Can't find a target, and the rebound's pulled down by Bailey.
Now that all started because number 30 for Garrett. Shot about a 25-footer.
Smith, yeah, he must have been feeling a hot hand there, but it was way off. With the ball, Swiger, he'll hand it off to Bailey, and Bailey has it knocked away, but a foul's going to be called on Mason.
Smith on the year before tonight had shot 52 three-pointers. He's made 11 for 21%.
Wow.
So 52 threes in 12 games is over 4 per game, which is a little surprising.
You're talking about Smith?
Yeah. A little surprising that you have that freedom when you're shooting that percentage.
Right. I pulled my stats off of Max Prep, and they are varying from what you're saying. They have them down for 30%, but these probably came from the team, right?
They came from the scouting report for the team. So, yeah, there could be some discrepancy, no doubt. Kind of depends who did the stats.
Right, exactly. Shot by Gators off the mark. Westview in transition. Good feed from Luke to Ben, and Ben puts it in. Burkett with his first 2 tonight. 25-13. Go ahead, Jamie. There it is. There it is. It's number 1 for Brady.
Need to mention Drew Miller's in the game.
He is. He is. By golly. There he is. He's bringing it in. Drew Miller brings it in to Ben Burkett. I didn't see him come in.
Garrett still in their 2-3 zone, so we're going to do more passing and cutting. Won't be as much screening going on.
Brady, a quick 3, and it's long. Rebound, Caleb Corey. He gets it underneath the Luke, and he's fouled.
Dan mentioned earlier that Luke's career high is 12 points, so he has a chance to match that with these 2 free throws.
And it's still early. We still have 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. First shot's up and good. 1 point away from his career high.
From tying his career high.
From tying his career high, right. The offensive fouls piling up on Garrett tonight. They have 5 already, and Luke evens his career scoring mark for a game at 12.
Garrett with a full timeout.
We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Fruit May Funeral Home in LaGrange serves the surrounding area with dignified and personal funeral services. Fruit May provides pre-planning, traditional funeral services, traditional cremations and simple cremations, as well as monument sales. Call to discuss your needs with a knowledgeable funeral director, Lowell or Brian May, licensed funeral directors who will help you honor the cherished memory of your departed loved one. Call 260-463-3131 or visit their website at fruitmayfuneralhome.com.
Not a whole lot going on in the conference tonight. In addition to this game, Bethany is playing Hamilton at Hamilton, and Lakeland's at Lakeland Christian. West Noble's at Wawasee tonight.
Yeah, that Bethany win we had early in the year, Bethany's had some pretty good games. Their record is, what are they, 5-7 now?
I believe so. Yeah, it's not bad. They might do well in their sectional. We have a blocking foul called on Garrett. I believe that was Tyler Gator picking up the foul.
2 shots coming up for Westview. Garrett's in the double bonus, or I guess we would say we are in the double bonus.
Yeah, 10. How many fouls do they have, Dan? Over 10 now.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
12 fouls on Garrett. And 5 of those are of the offensive variety. And Luke hits both free throws and has surpassed his career mark in shooting for a game. 14 points now for Luke. A 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here for this one. 2:08 to go in the first half. Westview 29, Garrett 13. Westview from the free throw line, 7 of 8 tonight, so they've improved on that. They've struggled throughout the season at the free throw stripe, but last night I think they were a little better too. Dan can correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember their free throw percentage last night, but seems like they were connecting better than in the past. A little more consistently anyway.
Well, one thing we've held Garrett to 4 points this quarter so far, so we want to tighten it up here and finish out strong.
The 5-point ball game at the end of the first stop, 14-9, and Westview's lengthened that lead to 29-13. Loose ball, and we have a held ball.
That'll be Westview ball.
Alternating possession, gives it to Westview. Drew Miller will bring it in for the Warriors.
One thing we've seen over the years with really any Westview team, but this group is pretty good at adapting to the game. Early on, kind of see what the opponent's doing and adjust to it.
Yeah, we've done a very good job of that. It just shows that the kids have been well trained over the years with their different coaches, whether it be AAU or their 7th and 8th grade coaches. Brady Yoder gets it to Drew Miller, left side to Burkett.
Well, we catch it at the top there. We need to give a fake and try to split that double, those two top defenders, and so
Brady,
far we're not doing that. Nice pass inside.
Yeah, that was nice to Caleb.
Well, a couple of things there. Drew set a flare screen to get an open pass to Brady, and then Brady found Caleb inside. So nice teamwork there.
Kaufman pushes it outside to Gator. Gator with Luke Miller on him, and another offensive foul. That'll be number 6 on Garrett.
I know it's a quiet gym, but I can hear the Garrett coach kind of complain.
He's not real happy.
Was blown. Yeah.
Well, I can understand that. I mean,
I would agree to that too. I ball watch too much. I don't see some of the off ball stuff that's happening, but.
Yeah, I don't know whether I've seen any of them tonight, but yeah, I'm watching the ball. Burkett, right side to Luke, inside to Caleb again. Caleb with 6.
Caleb is definitely a nice big target in there, and he's moving well without the ball right now.
His high point game was against Hamilton, 10. He's closing in on that mark. Driving is Bailey, puts it in, and that basket will count, and he's fouled. 6th point of the evening for Bailey, came in with a 9.5 point per game average. That's in the air. No good. Rebound, Drew Miller. He skied for that one. Luke backs out, gives off to Burkett. 10 seconds to go, first half. He drives, gives off to Drew, inside to Caleb. Pass is a little bit too crisp.
Yeah, Drew should have shot that. He was open, clock was running down. He needs to know the clock on that and let her fly. 1 second.
Yeah, he had the 3. And ball short on the attempted shot at the buzzer. So we've reached halftime here at Westview. Westview leading Garrett by a score of 33-15. And Jamie and Dan will be back with scoring and stats right after this 2-minute timeout.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250. Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka. Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
All right, back at Westview, we're at halftime. Westview leads Garrett 33-15 after kind of a slow start. Westview jumped out to a 14-9 lead after one quarter and turned up the heat there in the second quarter. 19-6 overall advantage that quarter, and so that's how we end up, 33-15. Let's take a look at some individual scoring for Garrett. Jason Bailey, a 6'2 junior, had 6 points. He had 3 field goals. Tyler Gator had a 3, a 2, and 2 free throws for 7. Kyle Smith, their leading scorer on the year, only had 2 free throws, and that is it. So that rounds out the Garrett scoring. For Westview, Ben Burkett had 2 points. Mason Yoder added 7, 3 field goals and a free throw. Lucas Miller, probably goes by Luke, 14 points. That's a career high, and that's only 1/2. So he has our leading scorer by far. He has 4 2-point field goals and 6 free throws. Brady Yoder had 4 points, and he must have taken 4 charges. I lost count, but a lot of them. And Caleb Corey, our third leading scorer tonight, has 6 points on 3 field goals. So a lot of our damage was in that second quarter, especially done at the free throw line. I don't know how many of the free throws were taken, but we have made 7 on the night. Dan may have some more illumination on that.
Well, yeah, we've actually only taken 8, but that was the 8th one. The one that we missed was the front end of a 1-and-1. So in a way, that sort of feels like missing 2. But 7 of 8 from the field, from the free throw line tonight. So that's looking pretty good overall. Shooting from inside the arc in the first quarter, we were 78%. We were 7 of 9. Second quarter, we hit 6 of 12, and some of those that we missed were right underneath. And we're talking about how many points Luke has, and he's missed at least 2 that were right underneath. I mean, he went up in the middle of a bunch of guys, but you know, it was really, I mean, as strong as he plays, I was hoping he'd get some of those in there. But still, we're shooting 62% from inside the arc. We have not made a 3 this evening. We're 0 for 3. We've only tried 3. And yeah, I think Brady's the only one that's shot any, and he's missed all 3 of those so far. So overall, we're shooting 54% from the field. They're shooting 33%. They're 4 of 5 from the stripe. So sort of like last night in a way, where their shooting percentages aren't awful, but they're just not getting as many shots again. And part of that is the turnovers again. So 15 against the Railroaders, 5 for Westview. And we talked about, you guys talked about that during the game. You know, 6 of those are offensive fouls. I mean, those count as turnovers. And so, you know, they have 6 times they turned the ball over. And only one of them was a player control foul. All the rest were screens, or no, I'm sorry. No, the 3 of them were, one was driving, and twice they cleared out with their arm as they were trying to clear space for a shot. So, but the other 3 were moving screens or whatever. So.
Yeah, Garrett, you know, in recent years, they've really struggled to have people that could make plays, put the ball on the floor, drive, open up, you know, the defense, and they turn the ball over a lot. Well, 15 1/2 in a high school game in 16 minutes I mean, that's not good.
It's not really, not really what the coach is looking for, you think?
Yeah, well, it's like you said, they're not shooting a terrible percentage, but they're not getting the number of shots.
Right.
You know, we've seen they have some people that can make shots out there, but when every other time down the floor you're turning it over, you're going to be down. So that's what's going on right now.
Well, the other piece that ties into that again is the rebounding. I mean, so we have 13 boards, they have 5. Again, not as many boards as there sometimes are by halftime because not as many shots taken. I don't remember last night how many shots were taken by actually, I have those stats in front of me. So last night at halftime, we had shot 21, they had 11, so 32 shots. Tonight by halftime, we have 24, they have 15, so a few less shots than last night even. And last night we were playing a Dishon offense, which tends to slow it down, but not a lot of shots, but huge rebounding advantage. And again, we have 5 offensive boards. Now one of those, or maybe 2 of those were, they go down as a team offensive board because it just trickles out of bounds or whatever. Nobody actually controlled it, but we get it back, so it counts as a team offensive board. But Luke and Lyndon each have one, and tonight Brady and Caleb also each have one. So not just the Miller twins tonight.
Well, it's definitely the little things like that spell the difference between winning and losing, even if you don't shoot well. Didn't hit a three-pointer, but we're doing some of the little things. We're taking charges. We have good position defense. We're getting offensive rebounds, and that's extra hustle. That's intensity. And that's what you need to do to beat any team. And tonight it's showing up, especially in the second quarter, showed up there. So second quarter has started to kind of become our quarter, I think.
Yeah.
We've had some close first quarters, but the last several games we've kind of broken out. Granted, a couple of them were against Hamilton, but still, it's a breakout quarter for us, and we kind of seem to settle in and do some things better that quarter.
Well, when you outscore them 19-6, yeah, that's a nice. That's all right.
That's a good quarter.
And Garrett getting into that double bonus there with several minutes left in the quarter certainly helped us add a few points in there as well.
Well, so interestingly, with all those fouls that were called on them, though, nobody has more than 2. But they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players with 2 fouls.
Spread them out well, I
Very
guess.
balanced fouling.
Yeah.
So we got about 1:40 before the second half tips off. I think it's going to be Garrett basketball to start. I could be wrong on that, but I think the last jump ball we got. And so Garrett should get first possession here. We'll see how they come out. They, like so many teams we've seen this year, they come out and they play really good defense for the first 30 seconds of the quarter, and then it kind of falls apart. So expect them to come out rejuvenated and ready to go. They did some good things out there, especially early in the game. I think it was, 9-8 at one point?
Yeah,
or
they were right there with us. Yep.
10-9 was the closest.
10-9 was our last close one-point margin.
They have never led, but they tied it at 2 and at 4, and then 8-7 and 10-9, and since then we've just pulled away, and especially in the second quarter, we just kept pulling away.
Yeah, and number 55 getting 2 fouls, Jason Gould, I think affected their defense a little bit. He doesn't necessarily move real quickly side to side, but he just kind of patrols the lane there, and it does stop some of your normal movements and driving lanes.
Oh, he's definitely a factor, just his size itself. 6'4", but he's, what do you think?
Well, he's
300 pounds?
I don't think
Not
he's that
quite,
big, but he's a strong 6'4".
Yeah, he is. Looks like a football player.
He's not like the East Noble guy who is 6'9" and hard to move.
Big fella.
But he's similar. He's tall enough to make a difference in there.
33-15 as we begin the second half. So Garrett will get the basketball.
Speaking of that, I found out after the game that at East Noble, that big kid is NBA star Brad Miller's nephew. Is his sister's son.
That is some interesting news.
Maybe not quite the talent that Brad had. With the basketball inside, it's intercepted as Ratliff tried to get the pass inside. Luke picked it off. Luke with the ball now. Brady, left side, Burkett wide open for 3. Off the mark, and the rebound's pulled down by Kaufman of Garrett. Now with the ball, Bailey. Bailey will drive it on Linden, put it up off the glass. He scores and he's fouled. We saw him do that in the first half as well off the right side.
Yeah, he's really good at driving into people and getting his shot off without having it get affected. And that is Linden's third foul. So one note to end the half, we had Linden and Mason on the bench there with 2 fouls each. So that's something to keep an eye on as Linden just picked up his third.
Caleb in for Westview.
This actually,
Corey.
oh, sorry there, Jerry.
That's all right.
This might actually be a pretty good matchup for us with Gould being in there with Caleb. They can kind of
That's a good point.
occupy each other.
Mason gets a pass from Burkett. Looked like he was tripped. And we have a held ball now right in the paint under the Westview basket. It'll be Westview ball, of course, on the alternating possession as Garrett started with it to begin the half. Ben Burkett inbounding for Westview. Gets it in quickly to Luke Miller, not a Mason. Brady takes it to the baseline, gives off out front to Luke. Out of Caleb at the elbow. Burkett backs it out. Mason goes left side. Burkett into the lane and loses the handle on the ball, it looked like there.
Yeah, I think he was going to pass it, but the passing lane closed up. That would have been a good little shot for Ben there.
Shots an air ball by Bailey. Rebound Westview. Lead pass to Caleb. He'll put it up. Doesn't get the shot, but he's going to get a couple of shots from the free throw line.
Good run out by Caleb that time.
Got down in a hurry.
Yeah, it is just amazing how fast someone becomes when they can get a wide open layup.
Yeah. That adrenaline kicks in a hurry. Caleb's free throw is nothing but net.
Well, Caleb's gone from a guy that didn't play much in recent years, you know, on the varsity. Last year he didn't play that much, and he's just continued to develop, and now he's settled into a good role here as sixth man, and he's been consistent out there and doing what he does.
Well, I think you and I both have been impressed with him the entire season. And you're right in that role. Sometimes it's tough for a player to be a sixth man. But Caleb seems to do really well. Another offensive foul. What else is new, huh?
I wonder what the all-time record is for most offensive fouls in a game.
Well, that's what, 7 now, Dan?
I bet Dan knows that. Oh, Dan said he does not know that, but he's putting a book together. So that I bet Thad Hart would know that.
Yeah, we'll get the answer from Thad. Luke out front to Burkett. Burkett in the center circle. Luke.
Now we tried to run a play there, and we can't get it going here. We need to get set and get going.
Bailey putting pressure on Burkett out front. Backdoor to Mason. Easy basket for Westview.
Yeah. Well, we finally got it going, so nice play right there. Good pass.
Westview back up 19, 37-18. Shot from a little beyond the free throw lines. No good by Gould. Is that his first shot tonight? First attempt for Gould. Not for Burkett as he hits his second field goal of the night on that layup. 39-18 Westview.
Nice pass by Luke that time out of the post.
Bailey gets it out to Ratliff, and now into the hands of Smith.
They keep trying to drive on Brady. I'm not sure why at this point.
Well, it hasn't worked up to this point, so yeah.
He's just good at anticipating which way they're going.
It was a tie-up, but it'll belong to Garrett, so they'll be inbounding underneath their own basket off to the left.
Some players are really good at taking charges off the ball. They see the play coming, but Brady's really good at also on-the-ball charges, which are those are tough to do.
Ball knocked way up in the air, and they're going to call a foul. Gould will go to the free throw line, and the foul is called on Luke Miller. That'll be his second. And it'll send Big Jackson Gould to the free throw line. 2 shots coming his way. Hits the first. 69% free throw shooter.
Yeah, Ben's going to get a little break here. Done a nice job handling the ball tonight, getting the offense going. Finally got a shot to drop on that last possession.
Second free throw is missed. Garrett with the offensive rebound. What do we have? A foul's called. Oh, held ball. Out of bounds. Okay, so.
Yeah, he's talking to himself on the way down the court, too.
He sure is.
That was a tough one to call right there. A lot of contact, and could have been a held ball, but.
Mason with it, gets a nice pick from Caleb Corey. Lyndon Miller, now to Luke. Luke will hit Mason. Mason will hit the, nope, misses the 3. Rebounds pulled down by Smith. The one with the mask. Bailey. Ratliff now over to 12 Kaufman. Kaufman's trying to drive, can't do it. Bailey with the 3, that's an air ball. Rebound Kaufman.
Hard to block out on those.
Smith out front, goes right side with it to Kaufman. Kaufman tries to drive on Mason. Quick shot is short by Smith, and the rebound, Luke Miller.
Brady did a nice job of recovering out of that screen.
Mason, reverse layup. He got hammered, no call. And the shot goes up and in by Luke Miller on the rebound, and he's fouled. So Luke now with 16 points. As we mentioned earlier, a career high in scoring for Luke tonight. Misses a free throw, but the rebound, Caleb Corey. Pass inside from Lyndon to Luke, and he puts it in again, and he's fouled. So Luke having a good time on offense tonight. 18 points now for Luke.
One thing he's done nicely on his most recent layups, and this includes in the first half, he had missed a few earlier. He's taken his time and gone up strong with 2 feet. And that's really, gives you balance, allows you to adjust to any contact. He's done a nice job of adjusting to that.
Tell you, Westview is so good at recognizing the open man.
They really are. We have they're all easy to play with. Caleb, when Caleb comes in, he's a good passer out of the high post or low post.
Yeah, he's been an excellent assist man.
Caleb may see some mid-range shots from here before too long. He's always been a pretty good shooter right around the 10 to 15-foot range.
Driving Bailey, he'll put it up, miss the shot, but he's fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for the junior, Jason Bailey. And the foul was called on Luke, and that'll be his 3rd.
He's kind of a unique player. He's a left-handed shooter, but he seems to enjoy driving to the right.
Yeah. And he hits both free throws. Gives him 11 points on the evening. Lyndon Miller to Burkett between the circles. Back to Lyndon. Has it deflected, but Caleb grabs it. He'll get it to Mason. Mason, jumper inside the arc. Got it.
Yeah, a little surprising Garrett's still in their 2-3 zone. But nice pass out there by Caleb.
46-21. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go in the 3rd quarter. Long range 3 is short. Tipped by Mason, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Garrett basketball. Burkett went into that bench pretty hard, but it came out in pretty good shape, it looks like.
One of our guys tipped that ball because he couldn't grab it, and I don't think Ben saw that happen, and so he kind of let it go.
Yeah, Mason got in there and tried to knock it out from under the basket. Got a hand on it, and that's, yeah. Pass to the corner, Bailey. Bailey picks up his dribble looking for help. Gets it out front. Swagger back in the lineup for Garrett. Kaufman with it. He drives on Brady. Puts it up. Too hard off the glass. Tipped up. No good by Smith, but he's fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul for Smith. Ben Burkett picks up his second foul tonight. Kyle Smith with 2 free throws. And now 3 as he rings that one in.
I think in the second half last night, I don't remember the first, but there were 7 total fouls. At least maybe until the last couple of seconds or minutes.
Game went a lot faster.
This has not been that kind of game.
No, it hasn't. 4 consecutive free throws made by Kyle Smith tonight, and that's his total scoring. 46-23 Westview. Mason looks for help, gets it to Linden. He drives, dishes it underneath to Caleb, and he lays it in.
That's just a 1-4 look there for Mason to take the ball, beat his man, and make the decision. If he's got the best shot or if they come to help, he'll dish it off like he did there.
Caleb evens his high scoring mark for his career at 10 earlier in the year, the first game of the year, as a matter of fact, against Bethany. Kaufman loses a handle, picked up by Mason. He's going to drive it all the way down, put it up, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds by Garrett. It'll be Westview basketball. Brady will inbound for the Warriors. Gets it in to Caleb Corey. Back out front now to Linden. To Brady for 3, and it's off the mark. Caleb's, he had his foot on the out of bounds line, so it'll be Garrett's basketball. 1:35 to go, third quarter. Westview with a very comfortable lead at 48-23.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's 25.
Yeah, it was close in the early going, but Westview really pulled away in that second quarter. Foul on Westview. That'll go against Linden. That'll be his 4th. Timeout on the court, 1:24 to go, third quarter. Westview 48, Garrett 23, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
We're back at Westview, resuming action after the timeout. Drew Miller is checked in for Westview. Caleb Corey, Mason Yoder, Brady Yoder, Ben Burkett joined Drew on the court. At the free throw line is Kyle Smith, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. And he misses that one.
That was quite the foul call on that last drive. We had a couple of guys rushing at him in help side defense, and it kind of startled him. He shot it off the side of the backboard, and it gave him the foul call.
Yeah.
I think the coach was a little upset with our rotation that time. It was a little disjointed and last minute, so that's why he called a timeout, I think, to kind of get us reset.
Westview has Garrett doubled up at 48-24. Mason with the basketball, gives it a Ben out front. Now to Caleb. Mason drives it, pulls up on the baseline, and throws it out there, throws it away actually to Smith. Smith drives, puts it up, and scores.
Nice little step through that time by Smith.
First field goal of the night. Didn't you say he's their leading scorer?
Yeah, 12 points a game.
Burkett inside Caleb, wide open, puts it up off the glass and good.
Caleb now up to our second leading scorer on the night.
And that's his high point game of the year in his varsity career at 12. had very evenly distributed scoring this year. Dan mentioned during the timeout that our high point score was 22 this year.
By Brady.
Brady had that game, against Hamilton maybe?
Yeah, and then we've had 2 different players score 21.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a testament to our well-balanced scoring this year. Shot from the corner is good on the 3 by Smith, as all of a sudden he starts heating up a little bit.
Yeah, you can start to see why he's their leading scorer. He's got a nice quick shot.
Boy, it doesn't take much time at all to get that trigger pulled. Mason goes to Burkett. Burkett puts up the 3. No good. Chased down by Drew Miller. He'll put the shot up at the buzzer, and it doesn't go. So we're through 3 quarters now here at Westview. And the Warriors lead it over the Garrett Railroaders 50-29. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And we're down to our last 8 minutes of basketball here at Westview. Good to have you along tonight. Next game for the Warriors will be next Friday, as they'll host Eastside in a key Northeast Corner Conference matchup. Hope you can join us for that.
An early game.
Yes, it is. That's right.
6:30.
Yep. Tips off at 6:30. We'll go on the air probably around 6:15. So no JV game that night. So, yeah, glad you mentioned that because I kind of let it slip my mind. Garrett with the ball first to begin the 4th quarter. Shot by Bailey's off the mark. Big guy gets it, puts it up. Gould misses. Behind the back, save from going out of bounds, and now Mason is tripped up and fouled right as soon as he crosses the 10-second line.
He got tackled about 20 yards short of the end zone on that one.
Just over midfield. Drew Miller will inbound for Westview. Let's get Drew in the scorebook tonight.
I've tried.
I know.
Short of standing from the bench up here and yelling, shoot it. Which a former coach texted in that might be something I'd want to try.
Uh-huh.
I'm not opposed to it.
Ball knocked away, stolen. Bailey will take it all the way down and lay it in.
Yeah, we're getting a little sloppy out there. That quarter was we only outscored Garrett by 3 in that quarter, so that was our worst quarter if you go by that metric.
Drew Miller on the baseline. Gets it to Brady and back to Drew. Caleb. Brady, a quick 3, and he hits.
Yeah, good to see Brady have one go through.
First 3 of the night for Brady. He has 7.
Had a good impact on the game tonight. Just hasn't scored a whole lot.
2 Warriors of a steal. Drew gets it to Mason, and he can't get the layup to go. Back come the Garrett Railroaders. Shot from the corner is good by Gator, his second 3 tonight. 53-34, Westview still with a very safe lead. Ball tipped around like a pinball machine. Picked up by Garrett. With the ball is Kaufman. Outside to Bailey, his shot short on the 3 attempt. Grabbed by Gould. Shot in the air by Gator is off the mark. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Kaufman, and he puts it up short. Rebound, Caleb Corey. Finally, we get that rebound. Drew Miller to Brady. Brady will drive it all the way in. Right-handed layup is good, and he's fouled.
Nice job by Caleb getting that rebound finally and being tough with the ball even though he was double teamed. And then Drew found Brady streaking down the middle, and
Brady
a little more breathing room. You were saying
right.
A very comfortable lead. You don't sound like a coach.
No.
There's no comfortable lead.
I feel pretty comfortable up here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't definitely not say that if I were Ed Bentley.
No, in reality, you're right. I mean, with the ability we have to score and everything, that's a 20-point lead.
Brady converts on the three-point play. He has 10 now as he breaks into double digits.
Yeah, it was a quick 6 points there for Brady.
2 Westview players have surpassed their career mark in scoring for a game. Caleb Corey and Luke Miller tonight. Whistle before the shot, and we have an offensive foul. How novel.
I think they got 55 again.
Yes, they did. It was Gould, the big guy. Third for, is it the fourth? I must have missed one along the line. Jackson Gould, 6'4" junior, picks up his 4th foul of the night. Burkett out front gets it to Luke Miller. Drew was open on the baseline. They missed him.
I don't know what to tell you. I agree.
Linden. Caleb Corey bounce passes to Burkett. He'll take the quick shot, and he can't get it to go. Streaking in there was Linden Miller, and he had it knocked away. Grabbed by Smith. Yeah, he had it knocked away by his twin brother. And a traveling violation?
Yes, they
sure.
called that. He caught the pass on the wing and went to make his move. And
Drew Miller will inbound. He gets it to Burkett. 4:50 to go this ball game. 56-34, Westview by 22. Ball inside. A foul's going to be called. That's going to go against Luke Kaufman, the 5'9" freshman for Garrett. Oh, it's Kyle Smith, pardon me. 5'11" sophomore commits the foul, his 3rd. And that will send Luke Miller to the free throw line. And he hits. That's number 20 now for Luke tonight. He'll get one more. Career high, his last career high was against Bethany. 12 points in the first game of the season. Second shot is up and good.
that's what you call shattering your career high.
I guess. Could double it up before the night's over. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay in the hands of Garrett. Burkett with the defense. 4:40 to go. Luke Kaufman across the timeline. Works it left side on the pass to Gator. Back out front, it comes to Swagger. I'll give it to Kaufman now. And we have a foul's going to be called on Westview, and I think Linden picked up the foul.
I think the freight train Drew Miller ran.
Oh, that's who it was. I'm missing these fouls here.
Well, if you can't get around the screen, run over him. That's not a terrible strategy.
He did. Oh, man, he's coming out. Brady back in. Who else came in? Was it Linden or no? Mason? Mason? Was he out? Yeah. So Mason and Brady back in, the 2 Yoders. At the line is Ratliff. He misses. Pulled down by Luke Miller to Mason. Inside. Good pass to Burkett from Brady. Ben with his 6th point tonight. His game high was 14 against Hamilton. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. And they're going to call a foul on Westview. And that's going to go against Brady. That'll be his first. $16 fouls this half. How many do we have in the first half? For both teams total. 19 in the first half. A lot of fouls tonight, a lot of whistles. 60-34, Westview the rebound off the missed free throw. Brady drives it. He'll put it up and can't get it to go. Rebound's pulled down by Bailey. He'll get it to Smith. Smith goes right side to Gator. Gator drives on Burkett. It's met by
good help that time.
Miller, yeah. Lyndon Miller on help side defense. Shots an air ball, missed everything. Goes out of bounds, it'll be Westview ball.
You got to give 30 credit for continuing to play hard, especially with the mask on. I can't even imagine playing with that on.
They'd be peeling me off the floor. Ball knocked away. Kind of a lazy pass there. Shots up and in by Bailey. That's his 14th point tonight. 62-34 Westview. Brady left open for three, and it's going to be long. Chased down by Kaufman, and he'll bring it up in a hurry. Going to drive on Brady, puts it up on the fly. No good, and the rebound's pulled down by Lyndon Miller. 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Lyndon bounce passes it to Luke. Inside to Burkett. Burkett gets it out to Mason. Mason at the free throw line. He'll take the jumper. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay in Westview's possession.
Well, the only suspense is Luke going to set our team high for the year.
That's right.
One basket would do it.
Luke sitting at 21 right now. And he's inbounding. So he's not going to get the basket off the inbound pass, that's for sure. But he gives it to his brother, and he does. And Lyndon's fouled in the process, and that's Lyndon's first two of the night. Didn't even think about that. So I marked it on my score sheet.
Well, we're so used to Luke and Lyndon making so many other plays. Sometimes lose track of, are they scoring, aren't they? It's really not. They make a big impact either way.
Right.
But when they can score, scoring is not, to score a lot of points is not easy, Charlie, for so many years, made it look easy when, just pencil in 20 or 30 every night. But it takes a lot of skill, and these guys are kind of growing into that role a little bit.
Shot missed. Ball knocked out of bounds by Westview. It'll be Garrett ball. 2:34 to go. Ball inbounded to Gould right through his hands and out of bounds. Luke Miller will inbound for Westview. Gets it into Brady. Caleb grabs that. Lyndon has it knocked away by Gould, but Gould picks up the foul. That's what I thought. Five on.
He pointed at 12.
Oh, okay. So he must have gotten him before.
Right, I
Gould
think they
came
could have
across.
called it on either guy, and Gould just looked at him with a defeated look on his face, like, what? And then he pointed at 12.
Lyndon swishes that one. So Lyndon, with no points a few seconds ago, now has 4. And a chance for 5 here. And he does.
Well, our free throw shooting has been a positive tonight. I don't think this second half has been a work of art by any means, but we've done some good things.
But yeah, that is a positive for the entire game. What are we shooting, Dan? 16 of 18. That is excellent for us, especially this year. Lyndon down to Luke. He'll put it up and in, and he now has the team high scoring mark for the year for the Westview Warriors with 23 points. Shot from three-point land, no good by Bailey. Brady brings it, gives it to Luke. 25 for Luke. He's killing it tonight. 1:41 to go in this ballgame, 69-36 Westview. Timeout on the court. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
1:41 on the clock here in the Westview Gymnasium. Westview with a comfortable 69-36 lead. There I go again.
Well,
at this point, I think it's okay.
You can say it. 33-point lead with 1:40 to go.
Kaufman with the ball. He goes right side with it to Smith. Smith will pop the three and in and out. Rebound, Luke Miller. Luke across the timeline being hawked by Gator. Goes to his brother Lyndon. Back to Mason, now Brady. Brady to Caleb. Mason with the ball, gives it to Brady. Lyndon left open for three, short off the front of the rim, and the rebound's grabbed out of there by Armstrong. 60 seconds to go in this ball game. Smith gets it out front to Armstrong. Tries to hit Gator on the back door. He got caught too far underneath. Three in the air and good by Kaufman, his first points of the night. He's a 5'9" freshman. Caleb Corey, Luke Miller, and now Mason drives the baseline. He'll put it up. He really got hammered that time, and I'm pretty sure the big guy's going to be out of there now.
Yeah, he's talking to the ref right now, but I mean, there's not much debate about that. That was just that would have been a foul in hockey.
I think he was pleading, like, please don't foul me out, but yeah, that was pretty obvious.
Well, I don't know the regulations and everything, but could it possibly be by next Friday we have some more fans in the stands?
After Wednesday, we should, because
Dan's saying if we stay in the orange by next Friday, I think you're allowed 25% capacity, which is roughly 850.
So yeah, even 850 will look good.
That'll look huge.
Yeah, well.
So.
Okay, what happened? Did he hit 2 free throws?
Yeah. Both, yeah.
13 for Mason. Westview grabs the ball on a turnover. 20 seconds to go. Westview going to go to double digits in the victory column for the season. Always nice to hit that 10-win mark.
Definitely. We've won 2 in a row, so that's a good way to get back on track with a big game next Friday against Eastside.
That's right. Westview winner tonight over Garrett. Another Northeast Corner Conference win for the Warriors. So they go to 10-3 overall and 7-0 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Final score here tonight, Westview 71, Garrett 39. Dan and Jamie will be back with scoring and stats right after this 2-minute timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
Back at Westview, where we have defeated the Railroaders 71-39. First quarter was 14-9. We outscored them 19-6 in the second to lead 33-15 at halftime. Third quarter was pretty close, 17-14. We had a 3-point advantage. And then in the fourth quarter, we pulled away again, 21-10 for the final of 71-39. Garrett tonight was led by Jason Bailey with 15 points. He had 6 2-pointers and 3 free throws. Tyler Gator added 10, along with taking the award for the best name of the night home. Luke Kaufman added a 3 for 3 points. Kyle Smith had 2 in the first half, 8 in the second, finished with 10. And Jason Gould ended up with 5 times as many fouls as points. Fouled out, and he had 1 point. So, but you know what? That's what you get 5 fouls for. You might as well use them. For Westview tonight, Ben Burkett had 6. Mason Yoder had 13. He had 5 2-pointers and 3 free throws. Lyndon Miller had 5, a field goal and 3 free throws. Luke Miller was the offensive star tonight. He had 25 points on 8 2-pointers and 9 free throws. Brady Yoder added 10. He had 4 in the first half, 6 in the second, 3 field goals, 1 3-pointer and 1 free throw. And Caleb Corey with a personal best tonight, 5 field goals, 2 free throws, finished with 12. So we ended up with 4 players in double figures at 25, 13, 12, and 10. So a good overall effort by Westview. And some things to clean up on defense still. I'm sure the coach won't be happy. We were a little sloppy, I thought, in the second half with our passing. A few too many turnovers. But, you know, we'll take it. It is a 32-point victory. So if you're complaining after a 32-point victory, you've done some really good things as well.
That's right.
So, Dan?
And, yeah, taking a look at some of the individual things. So Luke had a heck of a game. He missed, we talked a little bit about it at halftime. He missed some shots underneath in the second period, but I'm showing those 3 shots he missed in the second period are the only field goals he missed the whole night. He did miss 1 free throw. He hit 2, 4, 6. He was 9 of 10 from the free throw line tonight. So he got 9 of his points there. As a team, we were actually 18 of 20, so we shot 90% from the free throw line tonight. I think we're probably going to be okay with that. The one stat that maybe isn't so great, we attempted 10 3-pointers, and do you guys remember how many we made?
1.
So 10% there. 25 of 40 inside the arc, so 63% there overall, 52%. The Railroaders, they put up 18 3-pointers and made 4, so 22%, but only 8 of 22 inside the arc. And as it ended up, they took almost as, they were up to 40 attempts from the field by the end of the game. We had 50. So, but they only shot 30% overall. They also did pretty well from the free throw line. They were 11 of 14. We did have a 30-23 rebounding advantage, and they had 23 fouls called, and then we only had 13. And, of course, that probably translated into some of the difference in number of times at the free throw line. But, yeah, heck of a game for Luke. A nice game for Caleb. Sort of cool to see that for a while there he was our second leading scorer, came in off the bench. Mason did score some points right at the end to take away the second spot and push Caleb down to third. But
well, each guy just has some different gifts. You know, Mason is really good at driving and pulling up, and that's a skill that not a lot of guys have, and he's really worked hard to become good at that. And then you got Caleb, who is he's really good at being in the right spot to get a rebound or get a pass and put it in. And you know, Brady, great position defense, and then Luke and Linden, they're always making plays, deflecting passes, getting steals. layups, rebounds, and so then you got Ben out there that's, directing traffic and,
getting the
doing
occasional
the dirt,
shot.
Yeah, getting the occasional shot. So working well together. And tonight, 2 nights in a row, 25-point win last night and I forgot the total now, 32-point win tonight. So on to East Side. Well, at home against East Side, but Friday night.
Yeah, the other piece, there are some other games happening. The junior varsity didn't get to play their game against Central Noble back before the holiday break because of kids out, I think. So there will be on Wednesday evening, if you're interested. We're not going to be covering it, but both the JV and the C team will be playing at Central Noble.
Oh, at Central Noble.
Yeah.
All right.
So our next broadcast will be next Friday night here at Westview against Eastside. As Jamie said, that should be an excellent matchup between two good teams in the Northeast Corner Conference. Westview wins it tonight, 71-39. Westview at 10-3 now in the season, 7-0 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Garrett drops to 2-11 overall and 1-5 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Glad you could join us tonight. Tonight's game was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do-It Best Hardware, also Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works, all in Topeka. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our broad sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury, Maxed Excavating in Honeyville, Dutch Blessing Floral, and a Mold Mob, both in Shipshewana, and Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. So for our entire crew here tonight, Chris Mast running the camera, Jeremy Anderson, our engineer, our color commentator tonight, Jamie Miller, and our stat man, Supreme Dan Byler. This is Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everyone.